Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another installment of my 2017 favorites, but I wanted to keep this separate from the main portion because I feel like it's just a separate entity. I'm going to be talking about my top 17 favorite nail polishes of 2017, and I do have swatches of each one of them. So if you guys like this type of video, if you're into nail polish as much as I am, I'm a nail polish junkie, just keep on watching. I am what you would call a seasonal nail polish wearer on average. So based on the season, I tend to go for certain colors, certain finishes, certain combinations, that kind of thing. So this is a really good mix of a year-long love. The first color we're going to start off with is blues. I find that blues have such a huge range of tones that they are pretty much wearable all year round, just in different types and tones. The first one that I have been absolutely loving, and this really was more toward this time of year in the winter, is by Zoya, and this is Zoya Dream. This is one of my favorite Zoyas of all time. It is a dark, almost navy blue, loaded with scattered holographic shimmer. It is such a beautiful, beautiful polish. So if you can see, that is Zoya Dream. Almost all of these polishes have the same type of formula. Obviously, I wouldn't put in a formula that I find negative into my favorites. So these all have a fantastic formula. I will mention if some of them are super thick or super thin. This polish is a 2-coat coverage. You might be able to get away with 1 coat with this polish if you do a thicker coat, but in my swatches, I have done 2 coats with all polishes. But this one is opaque, fully opaque in 2 coats. Doesn't dry textured, easy to remove. It is just a beautiful, beautiful all-around polish. This next blue is also one of my favorite winter blues. This one I wear pretty much anytime through December all the way up until February. It is just a beautiful blue base it's loaded with silver micro shimmer throughout the entire polish itself. This is by Morgan Taylor, and this is in the shade Rhythm and Blues. This is definitely a 1-coat coverage if you do a decent coat. 2, worst case scenario. Because they are micro shimmers and not glitter, it removes off the nail flawlessly. It's not hard to remove, and it doesn't dry textured. So here is a swatch of 2 coats of Rhythm and Blues. The last blue that I loved this year was by Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade I Need a Refresh Mint. It doesn't have a lot of green. It would be a blue mint if that exists. And this is actually a very good nail polish. Wet n Wild's polishes are pretty good. The ones that are in these bottles and they're the gel formulas, beautiful polishes. So this is a swatch of I Need a Refresh Mint, 2 coats by Wet n Wild. Moving on into the subcategory of like the green blues, the ocean blues, ocean greens, the ones that you can't really decide which color they actually are. I have 2 of them. The first one was a shock to me because a lot of this brand's formulas aren't always the best. They're very hit or miss. This one was one of the best polishes by the brand I've ever found, and this is by Revlon. And this is one of the top speed formulas in the shade 340 Ocean. And it has the most amazing duochromatic shift from that teal to a aqua green, and then in the very far reaches you'll see a royal purple. It is absolutely stunning. So here is a swatch of Ocean right here. This is a 1 to 2 coat coverage. It is amazingly long lasting for being what it is. It's got that gorgeous glow to the polish. It is wonderful, and it's drugstore, super inexpensive, and I love it. One of my favorite summer polishes to wear. It just reminds me of the ocean. This next polish that I have in that same category surprised me even more than the last one. This is like a $2 formula. This is a $2 nail polish and readily available at Walmart. This is by Salon Perfect, and this is the shade Siren Song. If you can't tell, I am not opposed to glitter and shimmer on my nails. I prefer it. I know my nail color right now totally contradicts what I'm saying, but trust me when I say I prefer glittery, shimmery bling on my nails. This is a gorgeous blue-based polish, and it is packed full of these lime green, teal, and then it has silver larger glitters and blue larger glitters. It's just a jam-packed polish full of glitter. Here is Siren Song swatched, and this is 2 coats. This is fully opaque pretty much in one coat, but I did do two for the sake of the swatches right here. And these are going to dry very textured. You are going to want a good glitter eating top coat. They are going to be a little bit more difficult to remove because there are glitters in it, but for the look of the way this polish is with that gold shimmer going throughout it, oh, it's so worth it. And it's $3. The next one we're going to go into is green, and for green I only have three, and I say only like that's a small number. I have three, and they are all very different from each other. So the first one I actually talked about in my December favorites video, which I will link in the cards up above, and this is the China Glaze holiday collection from this year in the Perfect Holly Day. And this one is a mini, obviously. I couldn't find the full size to save my life. This is a really true evergreen colored green, but it has a matte dry finish, which I love the way it looks. So here it is swatched on the nail wheel. As you can see, it's a true evergreen color. It is gorgeous around Christmas time. This right here is its sister polish from the same collection that's also matte, but I love this green because I feel like it can be worn all through fall and all through winter, and it's just so flattering, and I like it matte. I don't like to add anything to it. I prefer the matte finish on this color. It's gorgeous. It lasts for days upon days. It doesn't chip very easily. It dries super fast because it is a matte formula. Definitely recommend it if you can still get your hands on it. It was from this year, so it is going to be a limited edition polish, and I love this guy. And I see myself wearing this guy a lot. Hopefully I can get the full size because this won't last very long otherwise. I've also featured this in a video before. This is by Essie, and this is one of the Gel Couture line, and this is in the shade Jade to Measure. Can't even talk when I look at this color. It's one of those colors that it literally mesmerizes you, where you just want to watch it turn and spin. In the extreme outer corners, you get almost a like teal turquoise blue, and then it turns into this beautiful olive with gold throughout it. So the shift in this is stunning. This is a almost one coat coverage. It's definitely a two coat coverage. Applies really easily. It has a fantastic formula. It has a fantastic brush. Lasts a really long time, and it is, I got so many compliments on this color when I wore it. Here's the shade Jade to Measure. The color shift is so much more apparent in person, but even on camera you can still see just how beautifully glowy this polish is. This is one of those greens that if you're not into greens, it's such a safe green to go for because it's so flattering on every skin tone. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just the perfect amount of green. And this is by Creative Nail Design in the Creative Play collection, and this is Olive for the Moment. It is a stunning olive polish with a bunch of very light, almost champagne shimmer throughout. It's gorgeous. This is definitely a cooler toned green, so this is going to be more of your like Thanksgiving and like winter type of greens, I feel. But again, who cares? You can wear this all year round. You do you. But I really like the tone of that, and the shimmer in it just makes it all the better. So here's the swatch of Olive for the Moment, and it definitely has that really strong shimmer in it, but because it's a shimmer and not a glitter, it's not going to dry textured. It is going to remove very easily. It's going to dry down fairly quickly, and these again last a really long time on the nail. This next area I'm going to talk about are silvers and golds, or hollows and golds. So the only gold polish I wore this entire year because it's perfect. I did talk about this one as well, I believe, in one of my favorites videos. I will link that up above as well. And this is by the brand Whim. This is in the shade Dipped in Gold, and it is the perfect gold. It is not sparkly, it's not shimmery, it's almost like foiled sparkly. There's no glitters in this. It's the strangest like formulation, but it's amazing. It almost makes it look like you have really, really finely milled gold flake. It's amazing. And it's got little bits of silver in there as well, so it gives a little bit of like contrast, but not enough to make it not look gold. Anyway, so this is the swatch of Dipped in Gold right here, and to me, that is the perfect gold. It is not too yellow, it is not too warm, it's not too cool. It's just the perfect shade of gold, and I have worn this with so many manicures, either as an accent nail by itself, so many times this year. That's probably one of my top 5 most used polishes this year, so definitely a favorite of mine forever. For silvers slash hollow, I have been into the hollow thing this year like crazy, and duochromes. It's like my two things that I get drawn to, like a moth to headlights. Like I just love hollows and duochromes. So I have two silver hollows, but they're two different types of silver hollow. This is actually by Jamberry, and this was in the shade That Glow Though. It is a silver base with a very strong linear holographic, and you can see the rainbow shooting through it. This in the sunlight looks just incredible. The formula is perfect. I'm so upset that they don't have it anymore that I know of. I'm not sure. I'm not a consultant or anything like that. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can also layer this over top of other polishes, which is great because it's not, you can definitely build it up on its own to be super opaque, and you'll just have that silver hollow beaming off of your nails, or you can put just one coat over another polish and it doesn't overpower the other polish. It just adds that holographic to the top of your polish. It's just gorgeous. It's such an amazing formula too. I really, really love this, and I wore this a bunch this summer. This is by Morgan Taylor, and this is in the shade Fame Game. You guys, if you want disco balls on your nails, if you want your nails to sparkle like the richest of diamonds, this is your polish. It is absolutely jam-packed full of holographic glitter. This is one of those glitters that you do not need to really build up at all, and it is super opaque by itself. It doesn't have to be over a base or anything. I personally put mine over a silver base, but you don't have to do that. You can literally load this up in 2 coats and be done. This is going to dry very textured and be a pain in the butt to remove, but honestly, for the effect that this gives, I don't mind that at all. Just get some pure acetone and work a little bit harder to get it off. Here is a swatch of Fame Game right here, so you can see it does dry textured, but the glitter in this, especially if you add a top coat to it, is just heavenly. It's beautiful. Beautiful. The next category I only have one in because it's actually a recent kind of rediscover, a recent change of heart. I'm going to be doing a video on that coming up as well, and I think it's going to be a really cool video. It's basically products that I have changed my mind on. And this is in a nude. This is actually by the brand P2, which is available at Walmart. And this is one of the nude benefit polishes in Breakfast with Tiffany. And I love the packaging of this because it actually says Breakfast with Tiffany up on the cap. So this is, yeah, this is in the shade Breakfast with Tiffany. This is actually what's on my nails as we speak. It is such a beautiful, opaque, pale pink. It makes you look more tan than you are, because we all know Casper the Ghost here. But it's just such a classy, dainty, beautiful polish. It's gorgeous. So I've been loving the nudes lately. I don't know what happened. I love colors on my nails, but I've been really enjoying the way this looks the past few days. It's very work appropriate. It's just feminine and classic and dainty. I don't know how else to describe it. It's beautiful. The next 2 polishes, I'm moving into pinks, and then we're going to go to our last category, which is like fall colors. So for pinks, the first one is by Essie, and this is, oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite Essie that they have ever put out, and it is in the shade S'il vous plaît. It is this gorgeous, gorgeous, shimmery, almost foiled pink. So here is a swatch of Essie S'il vous plaît. It is just a ballerina pink, but if you can see, it's not like a frosty shade. It's more of a foil. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. We'll just leave it at that. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you need it. The end. Bye. Oh, you like that? The next one I wear pretty much all spring. I actually wear this year round, to be honest with you. This is one of my top 5 favorite polishes of all time. Orly Rage and this polish are literally identical. And this is by Morgan Taylor. And this is in the shade No Way Rosé. And it is the most perfect, beautiful rose gold champagne color. It is fully opaque in 1 coat. You can do 2 to deepen up the color just a little bit. And here is a swatch with 2 coats right here. Here's a swatch with 2 coats. It is just the perfect rose gold shimmer. It doesn't have glitter in it, so it's going to remove very easily. It dries completely flat, doesn't have any texture on it, and it is a very eye-catching color, but it's not so colorful that it bounces off the nail. It just gives your natural nail color something extra. It's stunning. My next pink is, guess what? A shimmery pink. This one has a little bit of a peach tone to it, and this is by OPI. This is in the shade Cozu-Melted in the Sun. Whoa! Did you see that catch? That was classy. This is Cozu-Melted in the sun. It is like a peach base, but it does have those light champagne and peach micro shimmers in there. Again, it's not going to dry textured. It's going to remove very beautifully. This is a 1 to 2 coat coverage, and this one lasts a very long time on the nail. Beautiful polish, and that one is right here. So you can see it's definitely more pink than the Essie one, which is more of like a white pink. This one is more of a true peachy pink, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. And this next one is a duochrome, and I think this is my favorite shade that this brand has ever put out. This is $1.93 at Walmart, and this is in the brand Pure Ice. And this is a new shade. This is in the shade Day to Night. It is, can you see that? It is a beautiful, like grape purple mulberry color with a very strong copper gold shift. This one actually might take the cake for my #1 polish this year, period, because it's that good. Between that deep purple and then it shifts to that like yellowy copper. It is so beautiful. I love the formula. They dry very quickly. They are very opaque. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. The last 2 polishes I have are very strictly fall polishes for me. I only wear them in the fall. So the first one is by Essie, and this is in the shade For the Twill of It. This is one of those classic oil slick polishes, but I feel like this one, out of all of the ones that I own at least, this is the one that has the strongest purple to green shift. So here is Essie's For the Twill of It. So it has that green to purple kind of taupey shade shift in it. So here is a swatch of For the Twill of It. It's right here. So it goes from that purple to green pretty obviously, I think. This is the Finger Paints nail color in the shade Surreal Sunset. This is the most gorgeous fall duochrome. This goes from a cranberry to a copper to a gold to a green. In the extreme outer edges you get almost an olive. It is literally like leaves in a bottle. That's what it is. It's fallen leaves in a bottle. And the formula is fantastic. Again, 1 coat coverage, sometimes 2 if you do a thin coat. Lasts a really long time. There is no glitter in this, so it removes very quickly and easily, and I find that I reach for this a lot. I wore this like 6 times in a row this fall, and I never do that. And here's a swatch of Surreal Sunset on the nail. Oh, you guys. If you like gold and cranberry together, this is the shade for you. It is so pretty. The first thing I wanted to show you is the top coat though. I have been using the Sesh V Instant Gel Effect top coat. This is the best top coat I have ever used in my life, and I've tried many of them. The bottle looks like this, and this top coat literally doesn't even smell like nail polish. It smells almost like varnish. So, I mean, is it the healthiest thing in the world? Probably not. But if you want your nails to last for a week or more with no chipping, this is your top coat. This is insane. It dries within probably 20 seconds. It makes your nails ultra glossy. Like, it looks like there is glass on top of your nails. They are indestructible. I mean, I've had this polish on for probably, I don't know, I think 3 or 4 days, and there isn't even a chip in sight. I also had this polish, which I hadn't used. I bought it a while ago, hadn't used it. And it's because the way it looks, you have to really build it up. It's more of a topper, and you have to build it and build it and build it in order to get it opaque on the nail. So by itself, this is what this color looks like. It is by Nina Ultra Pro, which is something you can purchase at Sally's. And this is in the shade Butterfly Wings. It's a beautiful color. It is a beautiful purple base, but it has that really light fluorescent blue micro shimmer in it, and very itty bitty teeny purple, violet, and fuchsia glitters. So it's really pretty on its own. Okay, so that's a swatch of what it looks like by itself. I'm trying to get it so you can see that like violet shift in it. That's by itself. That's about 3 coats, I think. So what I did was I paired that blue with this one on top of it. And what I'm gonna do live right now is I'm gonna show you what it looks like over top. And you guys, if you are into like that galaxy looking nail where you have like that black inky background with just that sheer shimmery like ultraviolet throughout, this is your combination. When I wore this, it gave this duochrome effect from the purple to the blue. Can you see? It has the most insane purple to blue shift in that polish. it looks like galaxy nails. It really did. I wore this, I think, Christmas Day all the way up until New Year. It was a while because that color combination right there is just, it's goals, it's dreams. Stop looking at me. It's just dreams in a bottle. That no bottle can capture that. So I'm crazy about that color. So I had to show you guys that combination. Again, that is Marc Jacobs New Wave and Nina Ultra Pro and Butterfly Wings paired together. And you guys, that is it for my 2017 nail polish favorites. If you guys love nail polish like I do, and if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe down below because there's a lot of good videos coming your way. We have a giveaway coming up. We have a couple collaborations coming up with other YouTubers. We have some reviews, all kinds of fun stuff. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And if you have any questions or concerns or would like to see a full manicure of any of these colors that I've mentioned here today, just comment down below. You know the routine. I'll answer you. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. It makes me feel really good to talk to you because I love you guys. And without further blabbage, I will let you all go. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for watching. I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.